Look, I'm very pleased to take a call on this third clause to talk about what really is the bread and butter of frontline police officers' work, really, and that is the Summary Offences Act. So this bill amends the Summary Offences Act 1981, which what was I? Sorry, what was that? Was I? Yes, I was a policeman. It's not a fact less often known, but I'm happy to get it on the table for this particular purpose, Mr. Chairman, to help elucidate the importance of the Summary Offences Act 1981, which received royal assent on the 23rd of October 1981. Now, sir, the Summary Offences Act typically contains, Mr. Caller did allude to some of them, offences that we would constitute as the minor end of the scale. What you could often refer to, sir, as the rats and mice type offences, and the penalties are commensurate. Is that the word, Mr. Caller? You're a scholar. You like that? There you go. I learnt that one at police college. They are commensurate, sir, with the offences. And if we look at the detail in terms of the Summary Offences Act, sir, and the provisions or the framework that it's set in. So first and foremost, the summary offence is an offence which is a trial by judge only. So there is no option for a jury trial. So a jury trial matter would be something that is an indictable matter, and a purely indictable matter is the high-end high court matters, if you like, sir, the penalties that have the most significant consequence. So summary offences will be dealing with the lower end, and they are a judge-only matter. Second point to note, sir, is that the statute of limitations. So the statute of limitations, the time between the offence and which time that the offender can be placed before the court and charged, for the summary offences are 6 months. So, sir, when we talk about amending the Summary Offences Act, what we are discussing is amending a piece of legislation that typically is dealing with lower-end offences, where the penalties are of less consequence, where we are dealing with a judge-only trial, and we have a statute of limitation of 6 months. Sir, the other interesting point to note is that those who are arrested in the Summary Offences Act, or matters within the Summary Offences Act, is typically they don't have to provide their fingerprints, a fact lesser known, and they are bailable as of right. So typically they will be in a position, sir, where they can receive police bail to go about their lives and to be summoned to court at the next sitting day, generally speaking, if they've been charged and processed through a police station. So that gives the context of the Summary Offences Act 1981 and gives us a sense. I hope my colleagues are all paying attention to this.
Yeah, I'm taking notes.
As a former police officer, I'd just like to inform them that absolutely, taking notes. Because there is another former police officer behind me, of course, but as a dog handler, sir, not often dealing with the Summary Offences Act so much as dealing with the 101 My Dog Bit Someone Act. Sir, but I just want to allude to a couple of specific offences that I think draw absolute comparison with the Dr. Corder's bill here. The first deals with graffiti. And that is section... Can I borrow your glasses? No, I'm only kidding. It's very, very small print, sir. That deals with graffiti, sir, and section 11A, can you bring that up on the big screen? Section 11A deals with graffiti, and it talks about being in possession of items that may be... There it is, right there. That's the next one I'll be talking about. 11A, sir, deals with the instruments that may be used for graffiti purposes, and then there is a subsequent offence which actually makes it an offence to then commit the graffiti. And if we draw the analogy between that and the handheld laser pointer bill, what we're actually saying is having possession of them is one thing, but then there's a second step before it becomes an offence, Mr Chair. Mr Chair.
A point of order, Tim McIndoe.
And I apologise for jumping in before my colleagues, but Mr Chair, I seek leave to correct a vote that I cast on the procedural motion earlier.
Yeah, leave is sought for that purpose. Is there anyone opposed to that? Right, so
Mr Chair, it appears that I cast a vote of 2 for the Maori Party. It should have been 3.
Right.
I wasn't aware that I'd said it. That was why I questioned the arithmetic, and I do apologise to the House for my error.
So what that means is the vote will be 60-60, and it takes an outright majority to win a vote. So leave is sought to correct the record of the Maori vote as from 2 in favour to 3 in favour. Is there anyone opposed to that course of action? There appears not. Leave is granted. And the call goes to Chris Ockenvold.
Mr Speaker, Mr Chairman, thank you. And I'm